Hi there. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're all doing well. Got my Christmas lights. Yay. They just appeared like magic. This was Sunday. I did so much on Sunday. It was crazy. And today's Monday and I at 7:30 at night. Internet issues. Xfinity just keeps going out at random for whatever reason. And today they were out for almost 4 hours. Figures. Every time I want to do something, the minute I get ready to record. Oh, and about the last video, my goodness, if anybody's even left, I said I wasn't going to worry about it, but I did mention I was getting confused editing-wise. I could have just deleted those audio glitches, and I didn't. So yeah, we have upgraded resident services. That came out of nowhere. So we have Nook's Cranny, a museum, and now resident services. So as you can tell, Isabel has arrived, and Tom Nook won't be making any more outside announcements. Kinda sad. However, I did say that I even put a picture or a map. I'm using it as a desktop. And I've been staring at it. All of these decisions that I'm making, they're not spur of the moment. Let's just run with it, and I'm no slowing down. I never really worked that way anyhow. But yeah, I think I know what I want to do, and it may come as a bit of a shock to some of you. I hope it's not too bad of a shock. But I think it's the right decision to make at the moment. And you know what? I think with this particular game, regardless of the decisions you make, it is, well, should I say it's so easy to change? It's not super easy to change things, but it can be changed. Hooray! So, oh, I don't know. I think I'm on the right track. I hope that you guys agree. I thought, well, there again, I could have swore you did one thing and then another thing and another, and I put the campsite down and I skipped ahead a day and there was nobody there. We had to do a celebration for the campsite, and I'm like, wait a minute. So this is another day. So we do have our smug here. I'm hoping for somebody that I've never had before. I didn't really give myself a chance to look at the smug list to see who I'd like, and it doesn't really matter. I was also looking at colors. I want the island to be vibrant, obviously. I'm going with all of those holiday decorations, which we don't want to call holiday decorations. They're just pizzazz, just decorations. And there is snow on the ground. Oh dear. I've had Kyle at least twice. He's not a bad smug. I'm not exactly a fan of the smugs to begin with. I can take them or leave them. And I feel that way about Kyle. I just wish it was somebody new, and that's okay. We can always, if he has to leave, we can say yes and find somebody to replace him that we want. He's okay. I believe he's an African dog. I don't know the scientific name, or if there's a specific name for it. So that was a very minor letdown. Nothing to cry about. So I figured I would kind of take you, there goes Kyle, on a little tour just to update you on what has been going on so far. I got all of my decorations. I've been receiving so many DIYs, and I tried to make as many as I could. They taught me how to do the DIY, so I'm doing the coloring, and I'm running around like a mad woman catching all those snowflakes, which is a lot harder than it sounds. So I have to do it in third person, which means up in the air looking down. That's the only way I can catch a snowflake. Otherwise, I stand there swiping and swiping and swiping. I'm looking right at it. It looks like I'm lined up. I swipe and miss. I think if you do that too many times, the snowflake just vanishes. Yeah, I got all the pretty sparklies out. And I'm hoping that this is enough for Isabel to say, yeah, you got, is it 3 stars? And then KK shows up. This is a new one for you. I got the Able sisters. Yeah. And the campsite. So we have all that down. I think what we should do, I put all my fruit. I had tons, because I took 10 of each fruit and 10 of each veg with me. And I went on a little planting spree. And I got my flowers. So those are planted. And I think it's just a little bit too much. It might be. I put Kyle here where I had all of my castle walls because I did upgrade my house one more time. So that's the 3rd upgrade. I now have that back room and 240 storage. Don't quote me. You guys know better. I think there's way too many trees. So I'm going to go to the back of our island like I normally do to look at my map so that there's no icons flashing in our way. I hope it's okay with you guys what I decide to do here. Oh, Red is here as well. All right, I'm going to have to get some art. I think this is his 2nd time here, though. I hope he still has at least one. Regardless, if you look at the map, I did mention we have way too much water. And those 2 tiny ponds are really not producing anything at all. Maybe later on when you get better at fishing. But that, to me, doesn't really matter. What I've decided to do is flatten the entire island. Now I know that's a crazy decision to make. But if you look at what we have, it isn't much. It's just a lot of water. And I want to take both of those entrances and block them off, get rid of all the water, and the 2nd and 3rd tiers, especially that one in the lower left corner. It's cute, but it's in a very odd spot, right at the edge of the map, to the beach. And I just think we can do better. So we will have river systems, we will have waterfalls, we will have ponds. We will have a 2nd and a 3rd tier. Just not the way this map is laid out. And I also want a nicer pathway to my private beach. So that's my decision. Now I want to show you the island at night. Show you what we've done when it's all lit up and pretty. And don't look at this as Christmas festive holiday. Just lots of bright, sparkly, twinkling, colorful, glowy decorations. Like the stars back there. Same thing. Hi, Antonio. Oh, that is so charming to me. You know, I realize though, I rarely play this game after dark. If I know we're going to have a star event, which I love, whether I need the stars or not, I will come here at nighttime and just wish and wish and wish and wish. Because it's something I enjoy doing. Those are absolutely beautiful as well. It's just so pretty. I gotta remember to come to my island at nighttime a little bit more often. I think one of the reasons I avoid it is because of the scary critters that come out at night, the tarantula and the scorpion. I have kind of figured out a way to catch them, but I'm not that great at it, and I'd say 8 times out of 10 I end up getting stung or bitten and pass out. So yeah, this is the second tier here. And this is about all it is. I have to look at the... I gotta look at the twinkling fairy lights. It's so pretty. And that little wedge there is the third tier. It's not like we're destroying an absolutely pristine, beautiful ecosystem. That's not the case. Yeah, see, there was nothing in that pond. And then this is the third tier on the other side. It's just not that big of a deal. I'm going to be weeding. Every time I turn around, I get piles of these, but I did have to travel a bit to get the campsite and Abel Sisters and then Kyle's house into place before I did the video here. And that's why. The weeds, they come back. My biggest concern at this particular moment is what Isabel is going to tell me about our rating. I'm hoping it's at least a 2. I doubt it will be a 3 because if I'm not mistaken, and I did read up on it so I don't sound like an absolute idiot this time around, I think we need those other 3 villagers to make 10, and then KK will show up, or she will give us 3 stars. But I do believe at this particular moment we have more than enough flowers, more than enough trees. I have 50 fencing, and maybe way too much decoration, I don't know. But excuse me, there goes my voice as usual. I think we have way too many trees, and when I come down here, you're going to see this is where I put our campsite. Way too many trees. I just overplanted to fill up space. And I think I overdid it. So I'm going to have to thin this out anyway to put those 3, is it 3 more houses? We've got 6 at the moment, 7, 8, 9. Oh dear. Is it really 4 more houses? Well, no, I'm counting me. Yeah, counting me. That's 11, right? Oh my god. Well, we've got quite a ways to go. And I really didn't feel like doing a villager hunt. But we're gonna have to do one, aren't we? Several. Well, I tell you what, we'll talk to Isabel first and see what she says. And we'll take it from there. But I do like my ideas, and I really like the feel of this island. I'm not unhappy with my critter selection. Hi, Bee. And what else is there? Oh, yeah, while I was doing the skipping ahead to get the buildings down, I couldn't believe it, but Blue Bear asked me if she could leave. I'm like, we've only been here a couple days, dear. I got that beehive from Derwin. The very first day he started walking around, I thought that was very sweet. I like those. They go good with the farm. And that's another thing I was saying. Yeah, these were the flowers I was telling you guys about before that I just couldn't remember. All those red pansies were from Tom Nook. And I do have other pansies, and I believe the Nook brothers are selling them as well. But we're only on the first, second level of the store, right? Yeah, the first one was the tent. Whatever. There's always a tree in the way when I turn the camera on. But oh well. I suppose I could have cut this out. So, what was I saying? That, something about the new... Oh yeah, it's only at the level where they sell a few things. So I can't get fancy shovels and stuff like that, and they only give you 3 varieties of flower, and it's already the one we have. Pansies and mums, which we already have. But that didn't matter because I already had all my stuff. I was well prepared this time around. So I am going to flatten the island, and I do hope you don't mind. I'm thinking at this moment I can fast forward the process and talk over it, or I can just do the work myself and then start recording and say, okay, here, flat island, it's all gone. Sorry, I hate chasing him away. And yes, I've got some weird stuff out here. I just having storage issues at the moment. I also keep running around looking for my closet, my outside storage thing. It's like, you don't even have one yet. I might be able to buy one now. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yes, we have reactions. I can wave, and I bought some more. All right, Isabel. I hope she has good news for us. I think I have more than enough stuff out there to give us a 3. But I don't think she's going to give us a 3 until we get those extra villagers. If I read the thing correctly, you need at least 10 villagers to get KK to show up. And we don't have 10. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's crazy. And that's at the point where you buy land. And every time somebody moves in, I think. Tom said Nook Miles, but I thought it was a Nook Mile ticket. I'd love Nook. Yeah, it's 1,000 Nook Miles, isn't it? Every time somebody moves in. Maybe I'm overshooting this. 1 star. 1. Isabel, what do you want from me? Not even worth 2? All that work? So does that mean even if I get those extra 4 villagers, it's still not going to be good enough for her? Oh my gosh. 1 star. Well, as usual, I overworked myself, and that's the result. No result at all. Wasted time and effort. Well, you know what we can do? We can go on a villager hunt, move the person in, and I'll just keep popping in to see what she says. She might tell me that there's weeds somewhere. I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, you can have a few weeds, just not a ton. She might tell me there's too many trees. I'm going to have to thin those out. Anyway, oh boy. Isabel, I'm not a fan. All right, well, that's where I'm at so far, and those are my plans. I hope you're on board. I do hope you're enjoying these. So if you could hit the like button, that'd be great. Leaving a comment helps too. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.